Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you has the power to change how the world sees you and how you see yourself. Most people waste their strength trying to convince others. They argue, they explain, they justify. But the truth is, power never explains itself. It simply exists, undeniable, unshakable, and seen in results. The more you talk, the less they listen. The more you prove, the more they doubt. Because words can be twisted, but results never lie. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your dreams, your pace, or your silence, because those who truly succeed don't shout. They move, and the world follows. Remember this: you are not here to convince, you are here to create. Control begins within, and when your results speak, no one dares to question your voice. The weak explain, the strong execute. Most people spend their lives trying to be understood instead of becoming undeniable. They chase validation like oxygen, needing everyone to approve before they act. But those who change the world act first and explain later. Because when your work is undeniable, words become unnecessary. When your results roar, silence becomes your language. Understand this: the need to explain is a symptom of insecurity. It's a craving for external permission to do what your inner voice already commanded. But real freedom begins when you no longer need to be understood. The moment you stop explaining yourself, you reclaim energy. Energy that belongs to your mission, not to their opinions. Energy that builds, not pleads. Your vision isn't a group discussion. Your dream doesn't need a vote, because those who see clearly don't waste time convincing the blind. Every time someone doubts you, life gives you a choice: react or rise. Every insult, every misunderstanding, every question, it's just a test. A mirror asking, have you mastered yourself yet? The person who pauses, rules themselves. The one who reacts emotionally loses power. People will test your calm to measure your confidence. They'll provoke you to see if you're still desperate to prove. But the wise don't react, they redirect. When someone mocks your silence, smile, because they reveal how loudly they need to speak to feel seen. You don't. Let them talk, let them doubt. You stay focused, you stay moving. Detach from the noise, because your purpose doesn't live in their opinion. And the moment you stop reacting, you start leading. The loud seek attention, the silent command it. Power moves quietly. It doesn't announce, it doesn't beg, it simply is. When you stop explaining yourself, silence becomes your ally, because silence creates mystery, and mystery builds respect. You don't need to tell them you're disciplined. Your actions reveal it. You don't need to convince them you're focused. Your results prove it. Silence is not weakness. It's control. It's restraint in motion. It's the calm that confuses chaos. The moment you choose silence over speech, you become unpredictable. And unpredictability is power, so hold your tongue. Let others talk first. Let them reveal themselves. Then act once, decisively, and let that be your statement. Because one action in silence carries more weight than 1,000 explanations. Those who rule their silence rule themselves. You will be misunderstood. You will be judged. You will be mocked for staying silent while others shout. Good, let it happen. Because every insult is a lesson in disguise. Every rejection is a redirection toward mastery. And every criticism is simply feedback, disguised as noise. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. Prepared to walk alone. Prepared to hold your peace when others lose theirs. Prepared to keep building when the world demands explanation. When someone insults you, don't ask, why me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Because growth is hidden in discomfort. And peace is found not when life stops testing you, but when you stop reacting to the test. So see lessons, not insults, because every pain that once hurt you will one day teach someone else through your results. You can't build an empire with an unguarded mind, and you can't stay focused while entertaining every voice that demands an answer. Most people lose peace not because of chaos outside, but because they left the gate open inside. They let every comment, every doubt, every rumor walk freely through their mind. Guard your mental gates. Be selective with what enters. Every word you absorb shapes how you think. Every conversation you allow becomes part of your inner dialogue. And every piece of gossip steals a piece of your focus. Don't let small minds rent space in your vision. Don't let weak words weaken your momentum. Peace is a fortress, and you are its guard. Stand watch over your thoughts like a soldier at dawn, alert, aware, and unwilling to let anything unworthy pass through. Discipline isn't punishment, it's power in practice. Every day, you either train your mind to lead or you let your emotions take command. The untrained mind reacts. The trained mind responds. Training means repeating what works even when you don't feel like it. It means showing up in silence while others seek applause. When you stop explaining and start executing daily, your routine becomes your statement. People start noticing the glow of consistency, and that glow is louder than any speech. You become solid, predictable only in your growth, untouchable by opinion, unmoved by judgment. Consistency silences critics better than words ever could. So train your mind daily, not to argue, but to ascend. Expectation is the silent thief of peace. It's the belief that others owe you understanding, validation, or support. They don't. No one owes you clarity about your path. No one owes you applause for your effort. You chose this road. Walk it with pride, not permission. When you expect nothing, you become unshakable. You give freely without demand. You work quietly without seeking reward. And ironically, that's when reward finds you. Detach from people's reactions and attach to your purpose. Because every expectation you drop adds another layer of peace. Every grudge is a chain around your mind, and every explanation you replay in your head is a weight on your growth. Forgive fast, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Let go quickly. Move on boldly. Forgiveness isn't approval. It's release. It's the art of saying, you no longer control my emotions. When you forgive, you remove their hands from your peace. When you move faster, you prove that nothing they said slowed you down. Release the weight, because progress and pain cannot walk in the same direction. Every distraction dies in the presence of a clear purpose, and every explanation fades when results appear. Purpose gives you focus. Focus gives you peace. Peace gives you power. And when your vision is clear, you no longer need to defend it. You live it, you breathe it, you become it. Purpose turns noise into silence, confusion into direction, and weakness into willpower. Focus on your purpose because everything else is just noise. So, from this moment on, stop explaining, stop defending, stop begging to be understood. Your results will speak for you. Your silence will protect you, and your consistency will crown you. Remember, you were never meant to be understood. You were meant to be undeniable. So speak less, work more, and let the echo of your results become the only voice they hear, because those who stop explaining and start executing become unstoppable.